fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting! Right there, 56. Tighten up.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. First carry now for Jordan Howard. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Here we go again.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch one. Cut. Check 26.
To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go. 120. Pick it up. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And complete to Zach Ertz. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tight down. There you go.
Running with Howard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Switch it. Sunday. Check 43. Switch.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Redskins are going to get it at the 20.
Come on, set. HE Gator. Hey, Delta.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
First carry for Darius Geis. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We go. 8 read. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Check. 53. Roll out. 53 is mine. Time to go. Get it.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Go. Hey, Charlie. Mike 5-2. Big grip.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Ready? 15, line it. 15 line. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Step.
Again, it's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And that is incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Next to score, Eagles 7, Redskins nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On play action, Locke. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From midfield, here's Locke. Complete. Richardson has it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I didn't get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Let's go now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Locke again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
High 7. 52.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. That's going to be caught by Richardson. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Trent Sherfield. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
In your face.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game, just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped, and right now they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Wentz now to throw. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. 52's the mic, boys. Let's go.
Blocked again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hodges. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Hey, Alpha. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Even. Go. Even. Hey, Haywood. Choose the mic. Tackles. Ready?
Throwing on first down is Locke. That's taken in by Henderson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
15 line. Pilot, 64, reach. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's mic.
Block off of play action. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 14-7.
14. Eagles 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Short kick here. Fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Got it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Clear. Shoot.
It's Geis on the counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Let's go. 60 or. Go. Hey, wahoo. Let's go.
Now on second and 13. Block. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Get it.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, Echo. 53 is the mic. Rabbit. Check, keep grip.
Block now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Look at me. Go. Now.
Block will try again on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Bravo. On the ball. Now.
Into the red zone. It's locked. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
They go with Howard again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Ricky.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Open man is Gordon, complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let him know, let him know. Hey, Zoom. Go. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go. Mike 52, Mike 52.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Carlos Henderson. Incomplete.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 20-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing is Wentz. It's caught by Jackson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught by Jackson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here on musts. On 1st and goal, Howard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Wentz to throw. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Come on, now, let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A great Monday night to wrap up the weekend football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Kill. Rock it. Fight.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing his lock on third down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Love. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yep. Go, go. Back 2 is the Mike. Mike back 2. Mike back 2. Ain't no sense.
Back to throw. Lock. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Ready, go.
To throw is Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Push him back. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Down to lose 1. Check. Look at me. Zipper. Check. 53 is Mike. 5. Now.
Lock to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Now Locke. And he finds McLaurin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Let's go, let's go!
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Pushes him over. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Again to Howard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And an Eagle first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch one. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
First throw of overtime for Wentz. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Eagles.
Here we go. Waiting.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch one. You're not ready. Let's go. Great. Cross.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Done. 120.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On first down, they run with Howard. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
The tackle made by Dante Nicholson. A gain of 4. It's now second and
Now the
6.
timeout comes here. In the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner.
Here we go. Back man. 280.
And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Eagles, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.